Once again, Meghan and her copycat brand are blasted in the news. Let's find out why they criticize her and discuss the impending failure of American Riviera Orchard. So recently, Rita Panahi, the Sky News host, has gone after Meghan Markle. Like most of us, she's criticizing the name American Riviera Orchard for being completely stupid and also rambling. It just doesn't make any sense. Meghan Markle is clearly just trying to get attention. There's no strategy for this brand. Even the feeling that her lifestyle brand brings is similar to previous brands like Gwyneth Paltrow's Goop or Flamingo Estate, and is just so unoriginal. Rita Panahi has also pointed out that Meghan really planted herself in the Santa Barbara community while she has only lived there for 4 years. It's like being a duchess maybe for only 19 months and then walking away, but using that title for her phony brand. So Meghan started the brand at a time when her husband and also her husband's brother were attending an event honoring their late mother. She had to get the attention. She had to do whatever she could to overshadow Catherine, the Princess of Wales, but of course she failed miserably like she always do. It looks like she jumped the gun with this launch. She has now launched a brand out of nothing. Meghan Markle has the ghost children, and well, now she's got her own ghost brand. I mean, it is pretty funny when you think about it. So, American Riviera Orchard has launched, but they don't have a CEO, there's no trademark registration, and no products. Only recently, they finally filed a trademark application, and that was leaked with a whole series of random product categories that Meghan would need dozens of warehouses to even store. So, these are the red flags that are causing so many people to question and criticize and even boycott the brand. Her whole life, Meghan has tried to copy other people, so she's always changing direction because she has no real sense of self. She's an actress, she's a royal bride, she's a humanitarian, she's a businesswoman. Whatever her role, she is the same deep down inside. She's always going to be greedy and lazy and stupid, and Meghan Markle always has to have a man so that she can climb one rung higher on the social ladder. And it looks like she sucks the life out of her husbands, and she's doing that to Harry right now. She's trying to use that energy to succeed in places that honestly she has no business being in. Meghan Markle changes personas like most of us change our clothes, and the thing is, none of them are real because she herself is so inauthentic. And okay, a lot of people are talking crap about her. A lot of people are saying they hate her and stuff like that. Well, that's because of her behavior. It's because of the stuff that she has said since she joined the royal family. So if people are going to put themselves out there like Meghan has, then the public has a right to express our feelings. I don't care about the claim that she wanted privacy. Everything that she does is for attention. Meghan and Prince Harry love to talk about freedom of speech on social media, and Meghan's South by Southwest speech was about women bullies and what should be done about it. When, of course, people were rolling their eyes because she is the most vicious bully of all. I mean, whenever she speaks, she just seems so out of touch. She's so irrelevant. And if you really want privacy, then that's fine. I mean, you can have privacy as long as you just do everything quietly. Nobody is really going to talk about you. If Meghan really wanted to help other people, then maybe she could start in California and she could make a difference in the lives of those citizens. Now, I haven't been to California in years, but I have heard the homeless rate out there is ridiculous. If she wants to help people, she should start at home. We know that she's never going to do that. She's never going to actually help anybody if it doesn't directly benefit her in some way, shape, or form. She's such a phony. And supposedly, Meghan Markle has already tried to ingratiate herself with the community in California, but that's not going to help the problem whatsoever. In fact, I think it's going to make things worse. Now, it looked like Harry and Meghan did have the right idea with Archewell, but they couldn't find a charitable way to make a difference in people's lives. So honestly, the world does not need people like Harry or Meghan. They only talk about charity when they need some good PR, some attention for themselves. And recently, she did it again to try to save this whole situation with American Riviera Orchard. It's pretty clear, though. I mean, a series of headlines has reported that, with no shortage of very edited photos with Meghan Markle as the star, they're incredibly fake. It is so hard for Meghan to help her brand go upstream because she's such an odious individual. Cannot stick with anything. She just jumps from one failure to the next, and this new venture is going to be no exception. Honestly, who is advising the two of them, and who is doing their marketing? I'm sure Meghan Markle's advisors despise her. I mean, God, I can't imagine how difficult it is to work with her. And it's possible that they tried to give her some good advice, but she won't listen to anybody. She's too narcissistic. But how many times has Meghan told us that she's reinventing herself and she's come up with something new and exciting? What about her 40 by 40 launch, for example? We didn't hear anything about that. All her projects get launched, and then that's it. We never hear anything about them again. And they've all failed. Meghan is all talk and no action. And most of the talk was just whiny word salad anyway that nobody wants to hear. So we hear now that she's changed. No, she's not. She's just copying somebody else again. Flamingo Estates is the site that Meghan Markle is trying to copy from. The CEO has already come out and spoke up about it. And apparently she was denied her request to be an investor. There are rumors floating around, though, that Flamingo Estates is watching Meghan's every move, and as long as she goes over the limit, they're going to sue her. I can't wait. I mean, she loves to file lawsuits against other people. She is so litigious. I can't wait till she gets some of that back. Delusion is going to drag her down. I mean, did Meghan even realize how much work she actually has to put in if she's going to make her American Riviera Orchard successful? I think it's already fizzled out and hasn't even gotten off the ground. Meghan is not like Gwyneth Paltrow. She's not like the other people because these women actually put hard work into their projects. Meghan Markle, though, no, the only work she's ever done is lying flat on her back, getting these weak, wealthy men to get her to the next rung on the social ladder. Meghan Markle has no business savvy, and it's not clear to me if the copyrights have even been issued. She keeps on adding products, and there are knockoff and derivative sites already up and selling merchandise as her brand. I mean, the whole thing is so messy. And how ridiculous to try to build a brand that has this luxury feel but only sells the most ordinary items. And I'm sure she's going to slap that title on it and she's going to give the products quite the markup. Meghan Markle only ever sees what she does and says from her perspective. She doesn't really care about how anyone else views the world. So if she believes this new venture and the web page are amazing, then we're expected to feel the same. And even when nobody wants to buy her $5 laundry bag as a fashion accessory for $2,000, well, she's going to blame us. She's going to say that we're just too dumb to realize its true value. But the world does not work like that. The wave of criticism and the boycotts of that brand, they're getting stronger by the day. All of us have spent a few years trying to uncover Meghan's true character. Meghan Markle will never put in any real work. All she wants is to get people talking. She doesn't follow through on anything, so she's not going to start now. Everything she and Harry touch turns to crap. So it's time for us to just stop giving either of them airspace. And the reason that she has to live off Harry's money is because she's failed at making her own. How is Harry not disgusted by her? How does he not see that she's so selfish, that she's a scam artist? Harry doesn't have anything now. I think they're both running out of money. But he's just too stubborn to admit what a horribly bad decision he made when he married her. And it seems like their life is all about Meghan, all about what she wants. Meghan's awards, Meghan's brands. Harry really is the spare now in his own marriage. I'm sure he is among the very few people who are hoping that this brand is going to be a success. But it's not. It's going to be a failure. I mean, who starts a business with no real plan, with no infrastructure? And she's trying to compete with Martha Stewart and Goop and Amazon? What is she thinking? She doesn't even have any investors. Meghan Markle is clearly the dollar store duchess. The website doesn't have anything for sale, but knockoff and derivative sites are already at it. It's funny to me, actually. They're using her name to sell what they've got. The URLs have already been bought too. Her launch was clearly not well thought out. I mean, if the alternative and derivative URLs have already been bought and unrelated sites are selling goods pretending to be her brand, that's a pretty bad sign. It looks like Meghan is already losing the battle with her competitors. Karma is coming for her. And when she married Harry, she really only had one job. Just fall in behind Harry, support him, and support the royal family. It was such an honor. But no, it was not an honor that she wanted. Instead, she had to bite the hand that was feeding her. She trashed people who gave up their entire lives just to serve other people. Meghan Markle couldn't put in the hard work, but she thought it was all about herself. She has the same flaws as her mother, who wasn't even there, who wasn't around when she was being raised. Her father raised her. And it's pretty mysterious what could have taken precedence in her mother's life to not be present for her own child, right? What was so important? Keep in mind that Meghan couldn't even be bothered to invite her own father, who raised her, who paid for everything her entire life, to the wedding, but she had to have that ex-convict mother there. She's so delusional, and now she is putting her husband and her invisible children in a pretty bad position. She's getting a lot of bad PR for them too, but she doesn't care. Does she even care about her brand? I mean, I don't think she does. She just wants to get the attention. But I don't think Meghan ever seriously thinks about it. And how much money is she going to make off of it? Well, other companies are just going to steal her ideas and they're going to also sell her products at a much cheaper price. How does she know how many items are going to be ordered, for example? How much stock is going to be needed? And who are her competitors? Does she know? Of course she doesn't know. Meghan is very good, though, at spreading rumors, and that's what she's been doing. When she realized it was too late to reverse this decision, she immediately went hunting for a CEO, somebody to replace her, somebody to face the criticism for this failure. Meghan just stands there and she doesn't do anything except slap her name on it. It's much like Harry in the way that he represents the African Parks charity. You remember when the scandal broke out? Did he actually deal with it? Did he do anything? Absolutely not. He was just quiet and pushed the responsibility onto other people. So irresponsible. So why is Harry not saying anything about the abuses the people in the Congo have been facing, the Baka people? He, after all, is president of the African Parks charity. He doesn't care about those people, though. So I would say Harry and Meghan are two peas in a pod. They really do deserve each other. I will tell you though, the list of people who are planning to boycott the brand, who are criticizing the brand, is growing longer and longer by the day. And I don't believe Meghan's reputation and past behavior is going to help her succeed this time. I think failure is just around the corner. And eventually, Harry is going to be in too much debt, and he's going to realize the only way to get out is to file for divorce. And Meghan Markle, of course, is never going to be able to save this brand. Well, folks, that brings us to the end of this video, and I hope that you agree with my point of view. If not, please leave me a comment so that we can discuss it. Please also like and share if you enjoyed this video. Your love is our motivation. We're going to be back soon. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.